Happy Friday, everybody. I hope everyone had a fantastic Thursday. I hope you're all having a great Friday so far today. No cam today, obviously. I could just be wearing a green suit and you'd have no idea. None whatsoever. No cam today. My head is splitting, so yeah. It's Firefox cache or something. Control F5. Zelda. Control F5. Light hurts your eyes, and I hurt your soul. Yes. Yes. See, listen, let me... Okay, hang on. Listen. We need to take a moment to educate Miss C on things, okay? So, I mentioned that I can't look at light, so C posted a GIF of someone in a helmet flipping a tinted screen down. That GIF is from the seminal television series, really, that defined modern TV across all genres for all ages. And that was Airwolf. Probably the best content that was ever created for broadcast television in the history of man. What is Airwolf? Okay. I don't like this conversation. You've seen a lot of shows. A lot. Okay. Jan Michael Vincent and Ernst Borgnine, who we know around here as the Bopper. Imagine, if you will, Knight Rider, but with a helicopter that doesn't talk, but it can go really fast. That's it. It lives inside. They land inside a mesa. Wait, are you being... Zeno, are you being serious right now? Oh, Charlotte, hello. Are you... You've never heard of Airwolf? What? Where am I? You're only an 89, baby. It was before your time. It just ran on reruns. Listen, it would just run on reruns. It would be on right after, like, it'd be like a whole afternoon block. It would be A-Team, then Knight Rider, and then Airwolf. Easily one of the top 3 TV themes of all time. Probably number 1. This might get my stream muted. You know a werewolf? I bet. I bet. Let's see. The extended version? Oh boy. I don't know if we need the extended version. Hang on. This is important. What do you mean, I bet? That's what I mean. Have I played this before? No. And content strike. Yes. No, but what we're doing is we're analyzing it. It's the Airwolf theme song. That's why it's familiar, Kay. It's for educational purposes, yeah. The music with this background is funny, right? But you've never seen Airwolf before. I mean, this image doesn't have... I didn't mean to restart the music. This image doesn't have... Nowhere. Yeah, there's our good boy, Ernst. Man, what a... It was such a show. Anyway, the number of people that never heard of Airwolf really, really hurts my heart and soul. So, okay, Grandpa. It was one of the... Okay, listen. You... Okay. I don't... some things are more important than a DMCA strike. Yeah. This VOD's gonna be muted on YouTube and on here. But I don't care. It's worth it. Introducing Airwolf to the masses is important. Listen, it's important. Gesture. I'm about to turn my cam on just to prove a point. Zeno, thank you for the biddies. Last night, a man was hit by a drum, a violin, and then a clarinet. Police say it was an orchestrated attack. Yeah, it started in 1984. It was around the same time as like Knight Rider. Unexpected, Kate. Thank you for the biddies. That was unexpected. I don't know. See, didn't you turn like 50 yesterday? Wenrir's about to get got. Anyway. I know you like Xeno best, but can we ban him? No, Paint. There is a series of things that has to happen for somebody to be... because combos got turned back on my channel, Kim. So it's the combo counter. It's like hype trains, but worse. That's all. So what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Saying something. Anyway, hey, listen. Let's go over here. If you didn't notice, lots of people noticed based on the messages that I got. I changed my logo. I've gone pink. I'm officially in my pink era. So, yeah, there's that. So, you're welcome. You like the pink, but you missed the gradient? Yeah. It took a long... I've wanted to kind of move away from the gradient. Listen, here's the thing, Kay. The gradient, if you try to do anything, like trying to get that gradient to work on merch so that it looks right, particularly with like embroidered stuff, trying to get that gradient to read right in certain things is just a nightmare. I mean, I have the gradient tattooed on my wrist, so it's not ever going away. But as far as like branding goes, it was an absolute nightmare. So I have been... Could have gone a blue shade. No, listen. I have been toying with the idea of changing it to a single color for a while. And I sat down and daughter helped me pick out the shade of pink, which I quite like. So there it is. And we have, as Zelda has posted, we have a brand new hoodie up that has this, basically this background that you see right now. Commit a graphic design cynic combine pink with red, right? Listen, I'm also old, so Pepto is my water, basically, at this point. So we have a brand new hoodie that's up, super soft, comfy hoodie that has the like cloud texture on the sleeves and on the chest with the logo. So if you're interested in that, it got the Mr. Handsome seal of approval as well, because they added where you can print a custom tag inside the hoodie. So you can put a little message to like whoever buys it, whatever, right? A little custom tag. You know, be like merch by Tugboat or something like that. But no, I put Mr. Handsome's face. So the tag has like the washing instructions, and right above that is Mr. Handsome. So there's that fella just sitting right inside where the tag would be. Because, yeah, why not? And to celebrate that, through the end of the year, you can get 10% off anything in the store by using the code PINKERA, all one word. So there you go. It's just good design, right? How that Muppet became the icon of this channel, I blame you all, Paint, to be fair. Because when I was playing Elden Ring, everybody kept making me take his pants off. So Zell, when you have drafts of changing your logo from a gradient for the last year-ish. Now you can't do it because you look like a copycat. I think this one, I think the save file is like, I think this was the 26th revision of it. The original gradient logo, that was like 198 or something. And this was like color variant 26. So anyway, there we go. So yeah, the Discord server icon changed, which everyone was happy about. And the logos changed on the stream and stuff. And I made new panels down below as well. So there's new panels down there that you can check out if you want to. It's fancy stuff. Anyway, what we're going to do today, it's probably going to be a slightly shorter stream because genuinely, my head is thumping. Tug made new panels, another quarter is coming. Yeah. I was nice. Listen, Zeld, I was nice. I did not send pictures of my new panels to Dawn. So I did that's my good deed for the rest of the year. Because if I did, then she would end up redoing all of hers again. And then are we fighting or something? No, I'm trying to be nice. That's my Christmas gift to Dawn. I'm trying to be nice. Dawn and I were chatting yesterday about, I mentioned my daughter put together a Pinterest mood board of the clothes that she wants for Christmas. And it's like basically 1998 Spencer's in a mood board. So we were comparing the different sets of basically Jenko jeans that our daughters both want and just laughing. And yeah. Anyway. Dawn is goals. Yeah. She recently-ish did hers. Yes. Which made me start thinking more about redoing mine. So I was going to wait and roll this out for January 1st, but I can't do that. Toxic friendship? Yes. I mean, obviously. Yeah. Spaghetti strap tanks over a crop sweater and baggy jeans. So basic like crop sweaters and like big baggy jeans. 100%. And then like cropped football jerseys, stuff like that. It's just It's like, is there a particular NFL team that you want? Just like, no, just as long as the colors are cute. You should make sure. I told her, I was like, you should make sure, like, when you wear these to school and someone says, oh, you like that? You're just like, nah. The colors were cute. Make sure you say exactly that when someone asks. Have I shown them Mallrats yet? No. I've mentioned before, Scuzzy, it is a absolute nightmare to get them to watch movies and shows and stuff that we like. We finally got them to watch The Mummy. That took like years and years to get them to finally watch The Mummy. So we got to put a little buffer before we start pushing other stuff on them. I want my son to watch Clerks. I don't know that his idea of comedy is not really the same as mine. So I don't know that he would find Clerks funny. He would probably get bored pretty quickly. KC Scouts jersey. What, you don't know them? The other thing I wanted to talk about. Smoking, what's going on? The other thing I wanted to mention real quick, I posted it in Discord. Netflix has entered into a definitive agreement to buy Warner Brothers in a deal worth $82.7 billion. So, yeah, the agreement has been reached, Charlotte. So it's going to have to go through, like, it's going to need approval and stuff. So. Chump change for Netflix, yeah. Apparently Stranger Things is doing really well. $87 billion dues. $82.7 billion dues. Haven't seen the new season yet. Wifeboat and my daughter are watching it together. They both binged all the previous seasons leading up to. And then Wifeboat was working the night it came out. So, yeah. He was trying to ban them, Kugnar. $23 per share and shares in Netflix. Yeah, the U.S. auto industry is trying to ban the import of K-trucks. Because they don't want competition. I desperately want a K-truck. Either I want to get a K-truck or I want to get the new Volkswagen ID van. There's a guy that lives in my town that has one, the all-electric ID van that looks like the old Volkswagen vans from like the 60s. And it's amazing. Everyone would buy cheap small trucks, and that's not allowed in America. What are K-trucks? Like the little pickup trucks that you see in Korea and Japan, Charlotte. Little two-seaters. They have, what's funny is K-trucks, the average K-truck has more bed capacity than American pickup trucks. It's really funny. Slay, I guess. I really want one. My daughter said she would never, ever, ever, ever ride in one with me, which just makes me want one more. What about towing capacity? Have you seen the towing capacity of most American trucks? Like an average F-150? Come on. American pickup trucks are an abomination. I agree. Oh, God. So I know the Big Apple is New York, but does anyone know where Minneapolis is? AutoKey, thank you for 85 months. If the K-Truck's weight limit can handle any or all rental machinery from Home Depot and some drywall sheets, I'm game. Don't need anything bigger. Exactly. And like Xeno, like genuinely, yes. Like, seen Germans tow motorhomes with their Golfs, just saying. Somehow it's better when you can only hear the sigh. Yeah. They'd be laughed out of the room by consumers. I see. If a company did that chemical, what I would love to see is to see Subaru bring back the Ute or do like a K-Truck style Subaru, because I would buy that, and they have the market segment that would eat up a K-Truck. The range isn't good enough for you right now. Maybe if they weren't 60K plus, had a better infrastructure, you'd be more interested. Well, yeah. I just want it to look at. And like putter around. Standard haul of 750 pounds, but can double that if designed to do so. Yeah, so that's a standard US pickup truck, like an F-150, is a half-ton truck. So they can carry 1,000 pounds. That includes passengers and stuff. So 750 is about what a standard pickup truck is designed to haul. The K-Truck can carry the same. You get a house, and I'll get you one of them Volkswagens as a housewarming gift. I'll even put it in a frame. Seen them pulled by motorcycles. I mean, those little like those little Airstreams, those like little campers are pretty light. There's like ultralight ones that are not bad. Little pop-ups and stuff are pretty light as far as towing capacity goes. All right. I really want a K-Truck though. Like, it's, if you look at like buying a nice trailer that you could tow to do like to load up like plywood and sheet goods and lumber and stuff, they're expensive. And then you got to get the hitch for the car, and then wear and tear on the car, and the car has to have the capacity to tow that stuff. And it just makes sense. It makes sense. Plus, you can get a K-Truck imported for like, it's like $9,000 all in. Which you can't get anything for $9,000 anymore. Can you even get a motorcycle for $9,000 anymore? Like, good Lord, you could get an e-bike for $9,000. Have you seen the Slate truck? I have. The only problem is it's backed by Bezos, which takes all of the joy out of it. Baseline Honda's like $8K. Not that you were looking or anything. Yeah. Yeah, the Slate truck basically looks like a K-Truck, although you can enclose the back to make it a 4-seater if you wanted to do that. And it's all electric, but unfortunately it is backed by Bezos. Which, to be a viable car production company, you kind of need backing from one of the horrible people in the world, but like still. You know? Vespa's also very tempting. And just get a little Honda motorcycle. It'll run forever. And they're not that bad. You can get a pretty decent like entry level Honda bike for what? Under $5,000 now? Still? Maybe. Okay. Now that we've been on a tangent for a while, we're going to play Caravan SandWitch today. We did the demo for this game quite a while back. Quite a while back. Caravan SandWitch came out over the summer, I believe. And it just had... Oh, no, it came out last year. I'm sorry. It came out around this time last year. The Ducati Scrambler starts at 10 grand. A buddy scooter for about 2K. That's not bad. They raised 700 mil in their first round, and that included Bezos. So not sure how much he contributed. Scrambler's decent. After Wifeboat worked Trauma, a Trauma 1 center, none of us are allowed to go near a motorcycle. Pretty much every shift, someone came in on an airlift from a motorcycle accident. Pretty much every single shift. So we are banned from motorcycles. If you never want to ride a motorcycle again, go work intensive care at a Trauma 1 center that sits by 95, 78, and 80. Cool. You want a 60s Vespa Scoots? As someone who works for personal injury lawyers, it's a good choice. Yeah. Yeah. Stupid people don't wear lids by law. Helmet laws are very strict in New Jersey. You will get yanked fast. But yeah. Yeah. No, it ain't gonna happen. Keeping your eye on the T-Lo truck? No motorcycles, never ever. Don't require helmets here, but I assure you at certain speeds, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. The dumber the state, the less likely they are to have required helmets. That's fair. I love the one. What's the one state? Is it Florida or is it Delaware? I don't remember. There's a state where, or maybe it's PA, where you don't have to wear a helmet on the weekends. You have to wear a helmet during the week, but on the weekends, you're free to not wear a helmet. It's not so much the rider, but the other drivers that are the issue. Yeah. I mean, that's the same as driving. Just driving in general. You know, I've been in two really bad accidents and then 2 like incidental accidents. And all 4 of them have been someone else doing something ridiculous and hitting my car. What do you mean, driver's ed, Wenrir? We don't do that here. Wenrir, if you are a farmer, if you have farmer's plates, you can give your kid a driver's license at 14, no training. Because you need to, quote unquote, work the farm. And they can just go on the road. You're safe on the weekend, yeah. It's cheaper to crash the truck than the tractor, yeah. They say no training. That kid's probably been operating machinery since 11 or 12. I mean, to be fair, I learned how to drive at like 6 years old. But there's a reason most American licenses aren't applicable in the EU. Good. Genuinely good. The driver's license process in the US needs to be completely revamped. I don't understand. This might be a controversial opinion. Driver's licensing should be nationalized. There is such a wide variety of requirements. Some states have somewhat reasonable not super strict, but somewhat reasonable licensing requirements. Some states, it's just like, here, sign this paper, have fun. If you live outside the US, please adopt me. Yeah, if you need a family of 4 and a dog. Europe also has things like priority roads, which you need training to understand. Is it Sweden? Is the Swedish driving test ridiculous? It's one of those Nordic countries. Maybe it's Finland. Don't they have ridiculous driver's tests? Like, you have to go through, like, they make you drive on ice, they make you drive in, like, they set up wet courses, icy courses. You have to do, like, basically like a rally course. They put you into a hydroplane, and then you have to recover as part of the test. Like, things like that. Terrified of the idea of driving cars, yeah. That's my daughter. Ever since, really both my kids, ever since we got in the accident a year and a half ago, they've been very, very hesitant. They lost all excitement for getting their licenses. That, like, really made them realize that it's not really about how well you can drive. Because if you weren't here when that happened, we were on a 4-lane highway. So 4 lanes in each direction, so an 8-lane highway, with a median in between that had businesses. We were in the left lane, because we had just merged from another highway onto the left, and a guy all the way in the right lane, 4 lanes over, decided he wanted to go to the diner, which was in the median. So he just turned and went across traffic, almost got hit by a dump truck, and then hit us. Because he just went, oh, I want to go there, and turned. Not all that, no, but yeah, you have to go through a driving lesson on an icy surface. Yeah, you don't have to do that here. The drivers, see, let me explain. New Jersey has a reasonable, it's not great, but it has a reasonable driver's requirement. There's a course that you have to drive through, and it's literally like, it's easier to drive on than like a go-kart course. You go straight, you make a left-hand turn, you go up a hill, you have to stop at the top of the hill, and then you have to go down the little hill. I'm talking about like a mogul on a ski course, not like an actual hill. Like, you go down the hill and you have to stop at the bottom of the hill, and then you turn, and then you parallel park, and that's it. That's the driving test. It's outrageous. And then the written test is a joke. That's it. Yes, that is it. And see, do you want to know the best part? You are allowed to fail one part of that. Which means you can go too fast, you can hit the curb, you can blow through a stop sign, or you can fail at parallel parking. And you can still pass. Yeah. And New Jersey, that's a reasonably difficult driver's test in the US. There are places where it's way easier. Do kids need to know how to parallel park nowadays? In New Jersey, yeah. Yeah. You got to parallel park in New Jersey. Failed parallel parking on your test, still passed. Yeah, we don't have public transportation, yeah. Parallel parking is side street parking. Yeah, I mean, 1/2 of the parking at this building is parallel parking on the main street, so you gotta, let me tell you, people do not know how to parallel park. It is the Wild West out there. Parallel parking attendants that would do that for you? What? Is that a we don't pump our own gas joke? Because let me tell you, Pat, I got gas this morning. It was 14 degrees and windy, and I just sat on my heated seat, cracked the window, said what I wanted, closed the window, and then drove away. Warm and toasty the whole time. Technically failed your first attempt taking a turn, looked both ways, but the other driver was doing like 50 in a 30, so almost pulled out in front of them. Instructor had to hit the brake, but he passed you anyway. That's nice of the instructor. Putting cones in them, stolen so many cones. Is it customary to tip gas attendants? No. No. It's not like a tipped position. They make, right now, minimum wage in New Jersey's $15.50, I think. So they do okay for themselves. Plus it employs, I think last count, it's something like almost, I think it's something like 60,000 people are employed as gas attendants in the state. So it's a masterpiece. It was sarcastic. Anyway. Yeah, we had an Airwolf rant to start the stream, Mort, because no one knows what Airwolf is, apparently. Yeah. So anyway, gas attendants, while everyone jokes about it, number one, I don't have to get out of my car in the rain, in the cold, in the hot. And number two, it provides a huge amount of employment for the state. The vast majority of that is high school kids and like quasi-retirees. Airwolf is an AC manufacturer, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I aced my driving test, including parallel parking. But I mean, I had been doing, like I've mentioned before, like I grew up in the car business. My family on my mother's side is all in the car business, basically. At least they were when I was little. So I mean, I would go and like move cars around at the dealer. Like, particularly, there was a big chunk of time, like right before I got my license as well, where the dealer was in Manhattan. So like moving cars around there, good God. the inside storage, some of the car warehouses and parking structures used for the dealers, it's an ungodly puzzle. Like, you ever seen, you know, that little puzzle where you have to move the red car across to get it out, and there's different arrangements and you slide stuff around, like the little block puzzles, and you got to get the red car out? That was literally what the job was when it was like, oh, we need that car. You had to figure out how to move all the cars around to get that one out of the back and get it onto the elevator and out. So then by the time I got to parallel parking for the actual, I didn't have my license when I was doing that, but by the time I got to parallel parking for the driver's test, I was like, that's the biggest. Number one, you could put 2 cars in the spot that they make you parallel park in. You could easily fit 2 cars, not big SUVs or pickups, but like regular cars, like a sedan, you could fit 2 of them in that spot. So when I pulled up to that spot, I was like, oh, all right, done. Rush hour. Yeah, thank you, Zell. Bishop, what's going on? Little brother's going through that now at the age of 30, and apparently they have a lesson where everything in regards to risks in driving, but that's technically common sense. Almost everyone there is teenage boys, and they definitely need it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yours was barely enough to fit a motorcycle, had to fit a mid-sized car in it. I was undiagnosed, but there were signs the game. There's they started adding in Rainbow Six Siege, they started adding chatter between the different operators pre-round, and there's a lot more bio stuff that you can read about. And some of the items that you get, like the different gun skins and stuff, have little like lore bits on them. And as the lore has developed, one of the characters is very, very clearly autistic, like super autistic. And so one of the items from this newest season was like, if you don't stop bugging me about this, I will tell Jaeger you want to know about trains. And then the next one is like, I really, really regret asking him about trains. It's just really funny. They make the German autistic about trains? Why would they do that, Wenrir? That's weird. Of course it's trains, and of course it's a German operator who is, yeah. So, you know, it's all the French operators are like totally normal, and all their bios are like super cool. It's like, okay, Ubi, we see what you're doing. Germans caring about minor technical details? Never. Never. One of the funniest things, like car related, staying on cars. One of the funniest things car related that I've ever heard, and it's a good like standard to know, is like Germans are very specific with their engineering. You know, German engineering, like BMWs and Mercedes, they're all very well engineered and they all run really, really well. And there's expected maintenance. So the thing is, Germans expect everyone to do the scheduled maintenance when they're supposed to do it, right? Like, it will run forever and it works really well as long as you do all the bits that you're supposed to do. Now, on the other side, Honda also makes really good engines and is very well engineered, but they understand that people don't actually do the required maintenance, which is why Hondas will run forever even if you don't really care for them that well. So that's the difference between, it's funny how the difference in ideology and the difference in societies comes into play, where they're both expertly engineered, but the German ones will fall apart if you don't do the prescribed maintenance, whereas the Japanese ones will run forever because they know people are busy. Rules are rules, you follow the rules. The German has spoken. You're going to see Radiohead? That's awesome, Charlotte. Busy working literally to death. Speaking of maintenance, you're overdue for an oil change? Yeah. Everyone's always overdue for an oil change, let's be honest. Although there's a quick lube place by me that I don't have to get out of my car. I just pull in. They do it and I'm out. It's like maybe 10 minutes. It's brilliant. It's the best thing ever. And you get a coupon for a free car wash. It's great. It's great. Disgusting. Local Subaru specialist out of someone's home because you bought an orange North Face hoodie from their high school daughter of a Facebook marketplace. Those places are actually good. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to depend place to place, Chemical, but this one is actually good, yes. This place is actually good. You gotta, I mean, like, do your research. There was another one that no one went to because it was bad. They would also rotate your tires. So if you wanted your tires rotated, you had to get out and they'd lift it up and rotate your tires real quick. And like 3 or 4 times after, like 3 or 4 weeks after they started offering that, they dropped like half a dozen cars because they didn't lift them correctly, because there's like, they just hired like high school kids who want to be mechanics to do that part, and they did not know how to actually lift cars. So like just ripping panels off the side of the car because they didn't get the lift part on the frame, and just a mess. But the one by me that does it is very good. Local vocation high school programs? Oh yeah. Yeah. You should definitely look at that. If you want a cheaper oil change or car maintenance, if there's a local Votech, you can get your oil changed, like regular maintenance, oil, filters, tire changes and stuff. You can get that real cheap. And it's supervised by like an actual mechanic who's teaching the class, but it's a good deal there. The haircuts, I need a haircut badly. Gets the highlights done at the beauty school and then colors it herself. That's a good plan. I'm probably I gotta cut my hair. Get frosted tips again? No, I can't. Hair dye is too expensive. And a K-truck. I could do, maybe for my partnerversary in like February, we'll do like a sub goal or something to do the temporary frosted tips like I did last time. Pink highlights? I can't because they're popular again. Yeah. It's all 90s. All 90s all the way down. All of the fashion statements. It's crazy. I could do the temporary frosted tips, but my necklaces are in storage. So I couldn't do unless I bought a new one, which meh. Nah. I kept them? Yeah. Why? Not all of them, but I still have some of them. 7 chains attached to your wallet? They're in a box with like my high school graduation ring and like random crap. Saw someone wearing Jenkos recently. Yeah, they're back in. Scrivener. My daughter's Pinterest mood board for what she wants for Christmas clothes is like Jenkos and crop tops. It's cardamom bun and a cinnamon roll. Yeah. What you do is you get 2 cinnamon rolls and a cardamom bun, and then you make a sandwich with it. What's wrong with you? The short list? Whew. I don't even know what would make the short list, though. It's the most American thing I've ever said ever. I didn't put any cheese on it. Is that an American thing? You heathens? Okay, so says the trout lady. All right. It's been an hour. I should probably start the game. Darcy, what's going on? Car's been in the shop 5 times in the last month and a half. Oof. I just had to get my brakes done. And some like other stuff. That was pricey. Because my rotors were warped. Whenever you get that done, like you put off big maintenance, things like that forever. So I ended up getting like 2 new tires and brakes done. And then like you pull out of the lot from the mechanic's office and you're like, oh my God, this is how my car's supposed to drive. Oh, this feels so much better. It's really frightening. You get so used to like, yeah, the brakes are a little spongy and they won't because the rotors are warped, but whatever. Catalytic converter and flex pipe repair totally failed. Ooh. In a 2019? That's crazy. It took them a week to fix it. That's because it was a warranty repair. You get dropped to the bottom of the list if it's a warranty repair. Which never made sense to me. Like, even, like, I've argued about this with service managers, both that, like, if I've had to get something done, or, like, back when I was around dealerships a lot. Why do those get bumped down? Like, that's free money. You're doing the work, but then you get the warranty refund. Like, you're getting that money back. So I don't understand why they push those to the bottom of the pile. No, it's not like immediate cash in hand, but like, that's, I don't know. That's always been weird to me. No matter what you think about it, I want the crunchy mouthfeel of SandWitch chips. You just don't know it yet. Yeah, it's texture. It's great. Absolutely fantastic. Water pump went out, replaced by a defective water pump, and then a valve went out, then some electronic stuff. Oh, boy. I'm sorry, Darcy. You know what's great? Trout. False. Fish is terrible. No one should eat fish. Just get crunchy pickles. Yeah, you put crunchy pickles.
Creepy stream because my dad's a little.
Okay. Wow. All right. I will speak up for fish being not food. Replace. Let's go. Just ordered a supply of fish oil capsules. Some fish is awesome. Your taste buds are broken? No, it's a scarred from childhood thing again. Like most of my food takes. It's scarring from childhood. So. Because I grew up in a vegetarian household. Okay? But in order to get protein, my parents would make us eat some fish and then also eggs. It's not really vegetarian. And the fish that they gave was frozen fish sticks with nothing with it. No sauces, no nothing, just dry. So I'd have to eat those. And it was awful. It was just awful. Like, awful. So then anything that possibly has a fishy taste, I just can't. Anything that has a fishy taste, I can't do it. I don't mind, like, I can do shrimp, like calamari and stuff like that, I'm fine with. But anything that has, like, any sort of fishy taste, done. Tapped out. Can't do it. Finding dead ones on the shores, worst smell imaginable. See, that smell doesn't bother me, replace him. And that's a childhood thing too, because like where I was born, where I grew up, like there was a lot of fish industry. So like I don't mind that so much, but like bleh. An accidental fish fillet from McDonald's? Oh boy. Like if you're not expecting, didn't understand vegetarian, so fed you fish. I went to a friend's house one time and they were like, I stayed for dinner and they were like, oh, he's a vegetarian. So then they gave me a pork chop. And they're like, oh, you don't eat cow. So So they gave me pork chop. I was like, no, no. No, 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 no. Fish is a vegetable. Technically, like my father's still, he's not a he's a pescatarian, I guess. He's a vegetarian, but he also eats fish. It's like being California sober, you know? Just kind of. Isn't that a church? Sure. Why not? Could be. "80% of your childhood was pork chops." Once you moved out of the house, never had another pork chop. Pescatarian churches. Are they all like built on piers? Danish friend gave you salted licorice rolled in licorice powder? That's probably too much. That's probably too much. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Probably too much. I gotta watch my salt intake now because I'm 1,000,000 years old. Alright. Let me get more coffee. And then I guess we'll start the game. Since it's been a while. Probably. Had to spit it out. You like salted licorice? The powder was way too much. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let me, give me 2 seconds to refill my coffee. I'm gonna boot the game up. You should make some coffee? Yeah, you should. Hey, Candy, what are you doing? Hang on. Give me 30 seconds. I'm just going to walk over there and fill my coffee up and then come back. I'm pointing like you can see me. Should have dipped it in soy sauce. Ooh. All right. So we're going to play Caravan SandWitch. As I mentioned yesterday, it had a anniversary update with some new content and stuff. We played the demo for Caravan SandWitch a couple of years ago at this point, and it came out last year. And so we're going to check it out right now. Since there was a big free content update. There's like van customization and stuff for endgame, so you can drive around and hang out and have fun. But it was a pretty neat little game, and it's on sale half off right now for the anniversary celebration, I guess, of a sort. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. What do we got? Climbing mode, automatic, camera mode, automatic, minimap orientation, relative, sure. Controller vibration, no thank you. Van controls. Control the van with only the left stick. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. When activated, the field of view is widened, the camera is more stable, and a central marker is added in order to reduce motion sickness. Yes, please. Accessibility radar. If activated, visual and sound indications will reveal nearby items positioned when the accessibility radar is being used. Okay. Alright. Love good accessibility options. Still can't believe it. I just received a distress signal from my sister Garence's spaceship. The thing is, she disappeared more than 6 years ago. The distress signal seems to have come from our home planet, Sigalo. That's also where she was seen for the last time. I must go back there. I need answers. Well, oh, that. The motion sickness dot just makes me think there's a speck on my screen. Let's see how I do without it. Quick, my train is on the other side of the space station. Place is really not maintained anymore. New message. Where are you? What is this note I found in your room? You're going back to Sigalo just like that? I'm calling Dad. This is not going to happen. No way. Do not get on that train. Duo, what's going on? Open toaster. Hey, I recognize this advert. Welcome to Sigalo's space station. Hi? Soundbars may... That's... I wasn't going for that, but I'll take it. You are the second person this year to come here. That's okay, that means there'll be no crowds. Drat, there's the train. Oh. Almost there. Does this beater still fly? Oh. Nefli? Is that you? One and only. Changed a lot in 6 years. It's been a long time since you've been back on Sigalo. No kidding. Mags, how's it going? What are you doing here? Didn't you go to school the same time as my sister? I gave up. But anyway... Have you also not been able to contact Sigalo? What do you mean? There's a signal jammer in the village. It's a piece of old consortium tech that cuts off all communications. People are giving me a shopping list since we can't even order anything anymore. So everything's been cut off, even the distress signals? Oh, there's the train whistle, drat. The packages, quick, help me get them in. Vibes. Kind of looks like a Winnebago. Game is very pretty. It's not really something to write home about, but I'll never get sick of the countryside. Alright, I've done some thinking during the ride. I need to tell you something, don't panic. Okay. I received a distress signal from Garen's. Ah, yeah, of course you did. That's impossible. I'm in her emergency contacts. Her spaceship is in a critical state. Garen's is dead. Or disappeared. And she doesn't want to be found. Anyway, it's the last thing I wanted to talk about. You don't understand. You've got to help me. I can't believe that Garen's is still alive after all these years. This came from her spaceship, and if we find it, we'll surely get some answers. What's that noise? Ah, that must be Rose. Let's see what's happening. Rose, I hope no harm has come to her. I gotta go see her. Snack bar. Oh dear, how did I get myself into this mess? Admiral snack bar? Oh, of course it had to fall on me. Hey Rose, is there a problem? I may have gone off the road a little. Oh, but wait, is it really you? No, I'm a big green talking plant. Well, you can come stay in my garden whenever you like. Tell me about your adventures later. I'm a little scared the van will catch fire. Wow, that actually sounded like you meant it this time, Rose. Sorry, my reflexes aren't as sharp as they used to be. Don't worry, we'll fix it up in my garage. Still don't have a driver's license. I've got a license, you know. Great, off to the garage. Forward, backwards, steer. Speed up. Whoa! Be careful with your driving. The van's already pretty dented. I'm in space pilot school. Whoa. Come on, Rose, let's take a look at your van. I'm being such a bother, aren't I? Relax, I like fixing stuff up. Want me to take a look too? Yeah, Flea. Come quick, get over here. Sage? Everyone gather round. Kid, you're here. Brought in blueberry cake donuts? Ooh, nice. I took the signal jammer down to the square, just like you asked. Even the Rhinettos are having problems with the signal jammers. What, now? I don't have time. Could you please take care of it? The village folk would really want to see you two. Fab. Thank you. I'll find you shortly. Yuka is up high in the square. She needs our help. She was a friend of Garence's too. I'm assuming up here. The signal is jammed. The radar, sure. It appears to be jammed. Over here. So happy to see you again. You came back to help us destroy this jammer? The connection's gone. I'll do my best. We've been working on this for days, kid. You're not going to be the one to fix stuff up. Go back to your space city. Nephili's been searching for an answer forever. My unjammer? I had quite a few delivery contracts. What's the thingamajig then? I hope I didn't move that signal jammer into the square for nothing. I built an electromagnetic forming transducer, which will enable electromagnetic waves to be created. In turn, it will destroy the jammer from the inside thanks to an artificial ultra-precise pulse, which reverses polarity. That seems complicated. You got your rolls. Holiday products are just getting too weird. Well. Getting? Unjammer. Ding ding. Hey. We've unjammed. Double bars before and after, Mort. Finally, I'll be able to check my messages. Well, there's always other ones. Huh. Well, kids, I'm back. You missed the busting up the signal jammer. We need to smash up the remaining signal jammers. I'm ready. Help us better pinpoint the source of the signal. Alright, do you know where they are? Not exactly, however, I came up with the plans for an antenna which could detect them. Just what we needed. Let's go and build it right now. Hold your horses, I don't have enough recycled parts in the garage to build it. Would you like me to help find some in that case? Yeah, that would be perfect. Here. I need to analyze the framework of the signal jammer that's been broken. Another thing. Do you know where my father went? He wasn't at the cafe. He left to look for the nomads in the desert. He didn't want to wait for me to come back to lend him the van. Still so stubborn. Well, just come see me in the garage when you get a moment. Oh. Be the same age as she was soon. I'll never get over it. That looked like a ramp back there. Home sweet home. Your house is absolutely gorgeous. So, my big green talking plant. What's this I hear about a signal? What signal? What's wrong? I feel lost. I don't know what to do. I received a distress signal from Garance' spaceship, but she disappeared 6 years ago. Where should I even look? The comms are all blocked. Even if I had an inkling about what needs to be done, I have no way of traveling to the desert anyway. If I try to get there on foot, I'm going to disappear like she did. Listen to me. It was totally stupid to come back here. Why must I always rush blindly into things without thinking? So fed up with this. I have no plan whatsoever. I'm trying to talk to you. What? I don't know if you're going to find what you're looking for, but I'm sure you're capable of finding the signal's source. You'll get there if you take my van, no doubt about that. But what if I wreck it? I don't want to hear it. Take these keys and go discover. However, my van is the only vehicle that's still working around here. It's the last exploration van left by the consortium. I decided to keep it when the Tarask incident happened 40 years ago. A Tarask? As everyone left for other planets to pursue the Helios project, all the other vans became wrecks. I'm relying on you to help carry the people. I won't forget. Okay, sweetheart, come in, have some tea in the house. It'll make you feel better. He really hit the spot. It's getting late. Would you like to sleep here? Ix, how's it going? I need to ask you a question. Fantastic music. The van keys. Sleeping at Rose's house is so much quieter than Space City. Now I need to find Nephilim in her garage. How do I leave? Ah. "3 days since the distress signal. Seems like they're waiting for you in the village, probably planning something. Go and see for yourself." Did you sleep well? Come meet me at the garage as soon as you can. Let's talk about the signal jammer in Kalanki's Cove. That one indeed is very bothersome. Great news! Rose lent me her van, so I'm going to go off in search of the distress signal, but I have no idea where to start. Oh, that's great. She trusts you big time. I've been on the trail of those jammers for a while now. I've drawn up the designs for the tools to find them. Just need the necessary parts to build them yourself. The parts meaning the electronic parts just laying around in broken devices, that kind of thing. I'm extracting rare metals and microcontrollers that are missing. Be careful, they don't all have the same value. Most components are only interesting for their transistors and their coils. Some consortium devices contain rarer parts and metals. You can even find quantum crystals. In other words, gather components and then put everything into order and tinker with it. That's right. You'll have the details on Toaster anyway. When you've brought in enough, I'll set aside some time for us to build the tool we need. The village folk always have some old junk that you can recycle. Help folks out and ask them if they have spare electronics in a drawer somewhere. Otherwise, you could probably find some in the ruins. Alright, I need to find parts by getting out there, walking and driving people around. Be able to see more of the country that way. When you have what you need, we can build an antenna to locate the jammers. I actually started working on it, so I only need a few components to complete it. But in the meantime, I spotted one in Clanky Coves. It's here on the map. Why don't you start there? Could you drop by and see me in the village square, please? I want to organize a get-together to welcome you back. Absolutely cannot wait to see a human get-together. That's a frog. Should be around this area. Isn't it on the tower close to the station? Oh, okay. What is that? Glowing mushrooms? I don't really like them, but someone will. Rainetto Grave. When Rainettos choose to die, they set off into the desert to bury themselves. Means their memories can be passed on to future generations. Sometimes there are small mushrooms glowing nearby. Customary to pick them and feed them to the young Tetos. Okay. Faye, how's it going? Oh. What was the beep beep? I don't like the beep beep. Oh, that's a jammer up there on top of the tower, right? Nerdin', happy Friday. Can I swim? Ooh, flower. A wild common mallow. What's your memory of Airwolf? Oh, I have to go over there. Okay. Doing construction next to your desk next week? So you dibs one of the private offices that's always empty because the person works remotely and lives in another state. Sounds like you have a new office. Permanently. What you do is you start working in there because of the construction, and then you just don't stop working in there. Werewolf, there wolf? Yeah. Werewolf, there wolf, airwolf. What if you just don't move back? Just be like, oh, I just got used to coming in here every day. I totally forgot that this isn't actually my office. Oops.
A kind gesture.
Everyone asks werewolf, but no one ever asks how wolf. Thank you for the biddies, Mort. Suddenly Fawn's the director, yeah. There was that weird person just walked behind the thing. Let me guess, they're gonna be gone. Of course they are. Cool, that's not creepy. Scarf with a symbol. Oh, someone lost their scarf. Looks really light. I guess it's used to protect oneself from the sun. Common component. Give me another week every week? Yeah. I'm guessing this drops the ladder. Okay. I didn't know I couldn't do that. That's gotten you out of a ticket before? Oh, this looks... Okay, we're good. Oh. Everything's scrambled. Right. Uncommon component. Boom. Okay. New message. I got it. So strong. You'll take care of those jammers easily. Now go and get some more parts. What parts do I need? Oh, 13 and 5. Okay. Paid the bills and actually have money left in the account. Nice. Alright, we gotta poke around and try to find... Oh, there's all kinds of wires and stuff over there. We need more components. It's a nice feeling, doesn't happen often. Yeah. What does that feel like? I've never experienced that before. Does this just go up to where I was before? Oh yeah, there's a random guy over here. Hello? Oh, Curry, it's you. That depends. Who's asking? Oh, happy to see you again, youngster. It's been years. I thought you disappeared in the storm. No, I was in Space City. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm not responsible for anything. Anyway, you're here now. Tell me, are you busy? If you are, forget about what you're doing. I have a way more important mission for you. I need food. Why don't you get it yourself? Too old to be running around. So you're telling me you're hungry? No. My old pal Poivron is coming for a visit. Whenever the nomads come, I prepare a feast for them. And I absolutely need 10 wild common mallows, 10 triangle sandwiches, and 10 synthetic cereal bars. Appetizer for the salad. Yeah, I found some. Triangle sandwiches for the main dish. Find some in the ruins. Use them to bake a cake in the nomad camps. Okay. I also need 10 triangle sandwiches. Food! I like his profile picture. Oh, I need to go back to her, but I gotta find more components and stuff. Is a triangle sandwich only half a sandwich? No, it's completely different than cutting a... If you cut the sandwich in half, that's completely different from cutting it in triangles. At least according to my kids. Completely changes the flavor profile. Ah! Ooh, egg salad. Cutting it in half makes it 2 sandwiches? Oh, now we're getting crazy. Her brand new pants were too tight. Got 3 pairs of pants the same size. Said the first 2 times she wore them, they were good. Now they're too tight. I mean... Sounds like you need to flex that return policy on the pants or the child. Could go either way. Ha! Oh! Oh, that looks promising. Hold up. Hydro post. Put him in the pants stretcher. When I was young, I was small enough to squeeze between those bars. Seen someone return an eaten rotisserie chicken to Sam's Club? Oh. Ladder. A cuddly toy. Perhaps Apricot would enjoy it. Does this go anywhere? No. Bum, bum, bum. I need 15 of these things? Oh, hey, hey, get back here. Well, that'll let me climb right back up here again. Collector. Stealing collection prohibited. Hello, biped. I require help. Door is blocked. Cannot operate outside. I need to complete my collection. I can consider giving an item if you help me. What's wrong with the door? The switch is on the mezzanine. Mezzanine inaccessible. There's a ladder right there. Yeah, okay. Agree to help? Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Biped deserves reward. I can take an item from the collection. D-Rink. This microcomputer allows you to manage automatic plant irrigation. Huh. Okay. Yep. Alright, where did the weird person go? They... okay, disappeared again. Great. Cool. Ooh, a chicken! Wonder why these cuddly toys are here. Oh. Is that a sandwich? A triangle sandwich. Okay. It's easier to give crazy people their money back? Yeah. I've told this story before where this like 90-something-year-old woman returned a... Why can't I interact with that? She brought in a set of like dry rotted old tires that had been in her garage to a Home Depot. Because the building before it was a Home Depot was a tire center. And she just sat at the customer service desk yelling that this is where her husband bought them, this is where they're going to be returned. And finally they just gave her some money to get her out of the building. Oh, it turns on. That's where the singing was coming from. I need a pulley to use the zip line. Oh, do I? Still so wrong. Yeah. Can I like craft? No. Alright, so I can't go that way yet. Ugh. Got it. That's 12. I need 15. Oh, hello. With this, I have enough parts. Do I? Oh, 13 I needed. The plans are ready. We can start whenever you want. Man, the atmospheric music is really good. I want to explore a little bit more before we go crazy here. Ooh. A cave. I love this cave. When I used to go here, I felt like such an adventurer. A hot air balloon? Oh, another plushie. Dungeons of Hinterberg? Very similar, yeah. Color palette, too. This one's quite a bit more relaxing than that game, though. I don't think you were supposed to be able to climb up that way, but I did it anyway. That's a flamingo. Oh! Oh, I remember this. I thought that was a fake flamingo last time, too, when I played the demo. I do remember that. What is this? Hey, wait, come back! I think I messed up again. Oh. Oops. I can't interact with this yet? Nothing else to grab. Yeet. Yeet. Gotta go fast. Gotta turn. Oh! Oh, oh, oh. Hello, hello. Yoink. What's up here? This game is just vibes and exploration. Whoops. And creepy ghost ladies who keep walking out of frame. Ooh. Hey, 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 I didn't roll over nothing, Kim. I don't even think you can roll over the van. Probably. Maybe. Ah. Ooh, what's that? I'll find a way. That's rude. Looks like that's going to be unlocked at some point. Can I whistle for the van to come back to me? And find a way to set it on fire? You're just being rude now. New message. I have the plants. speaking the truth? What? I can't blame you for my gaming history. I really could, though. I am capable of such blame. Where's that old man? There he is. I'm capable of a lot of ridiculous things? What is that supposed to mean? Components are for robots. Are you a robot? Exactly. Speaking of robots, I have a story for you. When I was young and full of energy, I used to work in Segallo's robot factory. And to fix a robot, it was necessary for the whole assembly line to work properly. But the consortium was late on delivering materials. What do you think we did? Disassembled another robot? Of course not, we're not monsters. We used plants. We wove stems together in order to create a long cable. Dunked it in melted aluminum, and ta-da. The energy could spread out and the robot worked again. Accountability isn't something he was taught. You're right. I mean, when you're right, you're right. If you're clever enough, you can do a lot with a little. After that, people were calling it the Green Colossus. Don't forget, I still need a few things. Yeah, huh? This symbol. Kind of freaky. Alright, back to the van. And take accountability. Tug needs another scapegoat? Okay. Oh. I missed that one. Oh. This thing? Oh, the plans for building the antenna. Perfect for locating signal jammers in no time. Make the tool. Oh, does that mean oh, I should have read that. Oops. I think I couldn't do the... That locks me out of the other quest. Oh well. I don't need to read stuff. You read stuff. I don't read stuff. New routes. Chapter 2. Ugh. My head is killing me. With this antenna, you can pick up signals from far away and locate jammers. Allow me to present my receptacle. Where are you? Wait, it needs to calibrate. Allow me to present my receptacle. You can't just present somebody with your receptacle. Start Outer Wilds. I love that game, Mort. That's one of those wish you could purge from your memory games. Annual cybersecurity training now available. Yay! Not open source, but their model wasn't super well protected. They thought they could keep this tech all for themselves. I just added my own little personal touch, and presto. Stylish, but what's the antenna for? Simple. Wire it up, and then the jammers start popping up. But you can just as easily use it to scan for objects around you. Exactly. While you're waiting, see if you can break the fake jammer. In this example is a practice run. Equip your antenna to reveal the location of the signal jammer. Now you can go unjam it. Da, 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 da. Ready for the next step. This time you'll have to scan. First, equip your antenna. Now use the antenna to scan your surroundings. Component. Dun, 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 dun. That's going to be handy. Found all the components. We can carry on. There's only one lever that can open that door. It's the N466 lever. Mark the lever with your antenna. Oop. Door should open now. Exit. Reminds you of the combat tutorials in Cyberpunk? Yeah. So I did the virtual reality run, alright. Haven't had time to stabilize everything yet, unfortunately. You can use the antenna to locate and smash every jammer on the planet. I'll do my best. Forwards them around the company. It's also going to help us figure out where the signal from Garrett's spaceship is coming from. I have to get rid of this interference in order to locate the signal. I spotted one in the desert close to Labotech. You should be able to get to it. Why this one in particular? It should allow you to connect to the aqueduct control room, which has a much bigger range. I'd tell you to destroy the other ones as well if we had time. Well, if time hadn't welded those old doors to the ground. I already thought of a grapple hook to yank them free, but I'll need way more components. I'll mark it on your map. Has to be done by February 16th, so done that morning. Yes. Here's the coordinates for the jammer. The consortium offers many funeral service options. Send RIP for more information. My tomatoes are in danger. Recruiting a study assistant. Oh, that is way out there. Okay. A couple hours later, get a mass email from IT saying don't respond to the email. All right. My head is absolutely splitting, so I'm going to call it there. I'm going to go lay down. This is really neat, though. I really like this game, so maybe we'll play some more of that. That's Caravan SandWitch. There's a free content update that just came out, and it's on sale 50% off. If you wanted to pick it up, it's like $12 or something like that. There's a new quest to the final chapter of the game, which unlocks Van Skin Changing Machine. Perfect for cruising around Segalo with style, thanks to new exclusive Van Skins. So that's neat. So $12 if you wanted to try that game. That's pretty good. Bob, what's going on? All right. I'll be back on Monday. I might do some backwards streams this weekend. We'll see how things shake out with the children. But I might pop over onto a backwards stream randomly this weekend. We'll see. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I will see you bright and early Monday morning for more games. So until then, as always, as ever, remember, be good to each other. Bye, everybody.